Alrighty, my friends, what is going on? And hope y'all are having a beautiful, beautiful day here for today. Hope you guys are doing alright. Thank you all for being here, guys. Let's go ahead and see here. Man, you guys are already lighting it up. I want to go ahead and say, before we start, a huge, huge shout out goes to Daniel as well as Moo. Between you guys, thank you so much for the support before the live stream here. You guys absolutely rock. It means a lot to me, you guys. So seriously, it really does. So Daniel, once again, my friend, thank you so much. Moo, you as well. You guys absolutely rock. Once again, thank you absolutely so much. So, let's go ahead and see who is here. Obviously, Daniel and Moo is here as well. What's up, guys? Hope you're doing all right. Courtney's here as well. Let's see here. This channel deserves it. Well, thank you so much. Very professional, informational. Reporting is very easy to get immersed. Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I wish I was more rich. Well, you know what, Moo? Don't worry about it. You know, you've already helped out the channel so much. You as well, Daniel. Thank you so much for the support. You absolutely rock, you guys. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump on into it. We have ourselves a little bit to talk about today in regard to, you know, personal forecasts and stuff like that. So if you guys want me to look at a specific location, go ahead and tag down your zip code, guys, and we will get right on to it. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump on into it, guys. Like I said, we are currently seeing a bit of severe weather that is currently happening across portions here of the southeast. Actually, we have a little bit of severe warnings going on here at the moment. Actually, just now got canceled. However, across the southwest here towards, you know, bottom portions here of Arizona, we are still watching a severe thunderstorm warning in effect towards Wilcox here. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail along portions here of Interstate 10. You should obviously see here on the satellite view, we have ourselves a bit of action that is currently going on here. Another one here across portions of Southern California with another severe thunderstorm warning that we are currently watching. You know, cross portions here towards El Centro, portions here of Imperial, Shealy as well. So that is kind of what we are looking at. Let's see here. Moo says 84790. I got you covered, my friend. The first forecast here of today. Like I said, if you guys do want a personal forecast, like I said, you have to be a member here. Like I said, this is a members exclusive live stream. Anyone can watch it, but like I said, if you want a specific or specific forecast for your location, this is basically a way of telling our members thank you for your support, thank you for everything like that. Like I said, if you guys would like to get your own forecast, it's as cheap as like $100, or not as cheap as $100. It's as cheap as $1.50. That's like the first level of it. No matter what level you are in the memberships. Like I said, obviously you are allowed to have a personal forecast here. So we are here for you guys. But thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much for all the support, y'all. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Let's see here. Daniel, another 2. Thank you so much. Rocket Andrew. Daniel, thank you so much, man. Greatly, greatly appreciated. It really means a lot. Thank you so, so much here. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get here to, so Megan wants me to look at 84790. So 84790. So this is across portions here of Utah. So I can tell you what, my friend, we're actually relatively close there now. And as you can actually look, there is a bit of, as you can actually see here, there is a bit of some storms that is happening directly to the south here of St. George. Now, these are kind of moving northwest from what it looks like at the most part. Like I said, right now we have only a level 1 out of 5 across portions here of the country today. Let's see here. We have ourselves, just a marginal risk. So I should actually change that. I should definitely change that text here because it's actually there on that one. But anyways, but that is, that is what we are seeing there. And so we're going to continue watching this here. Like I said, obviously, this is not any severe weather coverage for today. Like I said, this is personal forecast for you guys. But anyway, so here's the thing, my friend. So Megan, it looks like the line of severe storm, or not severe, but storms in general cuts off here across St. George here for today. So we're not expecting any severe storms in general. Now, it's possible you could have a few rumbles of thunder tonight. Maybe a few showers could possibly happen, but for the most part, my friends, I think you're relatively okay here. So here's today's outlook. We're not expecting any severe weather to occur. Tomorrow, kind of the same possibility, maybe some storms. Yet again, what a surprise there, huh? So maybe you could actually see maybe a few showers, maybe a few storms here for tomorrow as well. Once again, not supposed to be severe. And then for day 3 here, this is for Wednesday. Once again, we are not expecting to see anything severe, but however, a few showers, a few storms can be possible over the next 3 days in general. For the most part, I mean, in regard to severe weather, it's really, really not expected. So you're looking, I mean, yeah, you're looking relatively okay, my friend. Now, here's the thing. We're going to do an updated conditional outlook here for portions of August. So this is for the from this week. So this is from the second week of August. Obviously now we're in the second week of August as of today, into the third week of August. So this is our overall temperature probability here. Now we are expected to be quite warm across your location, my friend. We are expecting some warmer conditions. Now, is it going to be exponentially more warmer than usual? Not necessarily. Slightly warmer, it could be, according to the Climate Prediction Center, for basically this week into next week being possible here. In regard to precipitation, we actually are expecting maybe a little bit more than average precipitation to occur, kind of similar to what we saw in yesterday, or not yesterday's, but last members forecast we did for you. I remember your location, and we were still expecting above average, and that is still the case. So obviously with each day that we were looking at there is that possibility of seeing, like I said, in this case, there is that possibility of seeing, a few showers, a few storms, which can obviously lead to more accumulation across these locations than it normally would be for. So back on to the temperature outlook. Now, this is for the later portions here of, August, from the third week into the fourth week. So obviously we are still expecting maybe slightly more warmer temperatures to occur. Same thing with precipitation, maybe slightly more above average than normal. So that is kind of what we are talking about. We are in monsoon, not moon season. We are in monsoon season, in which across the Southwest we've been seeing tons and tons of tons and tons of rainfall. And like I said, as we can obviously tell here, according to satellite, you can see we already have ourselves a lot of storm action that is currently kicking off across these locations here. So obviously that is what we are looking at. Now, let's go ahead and bring up the models here really quickly. We're going to take a look at one more thing for you, my friend. Actually, we'll take a look here at the precipitation as well as the overall, we'll take a look at the precipitation as well as the overall temperatures and stuff like that. So as of right now, like I said, possibly tonight we could see maybe a few showers or storms being possible. For the most part, I'd say it's more unlikely than likely. But as you can see here, more flare-ups of showers can happen here for tomorrow, kind of around the afternoon hours. You can start to see a lot of showers, maybe some thunderstorms, maybe some rumbles of thunder mixing in here as well. It's definitely possible. It is definitely a possibility. So we'll definitely just keep on watching it. We'll see how this does play out here. But anyways, so we'll keep our eyes on it. Now, in regard to the temperatures here, if we take a look here at the, we'll actually take a look at the shaded area here. So here is our temperatures for today, or actually for tonight, I should say, dropping down here into the 60s, the upper 60s, lower 70s is possible. Now you can actually see here tomorrow, we're expecting probably the heat back up into the 80s. Some locations, you can really see how sporadically different the temperatures are across, a short area here of distance, which is kind of interesting to see here. So we are going to see our temperatures here, between the 60s and 80s. I mean, it's a big line, serious gradient across a short area here of distance. But across you, my friend, it's probably still going to be a little bit warm for you towards the St. George area here. So definitely, it is expected to be a little bit more on the warmer side. So there you go, my friend. So stay safe out there. If you have any more questions, let me know there, Megan. Once again, thank you for helping out the channel. Goes to all of you guys. Appreciate it. Taniel, you as well. Let's see. Frank here says, hey, are we in 42078 getting any severe weather for tonight? So, Frank, I got you covered, my friend. We'll go ahead and get you going here. Let's see. So we actually have ourselves 42078. So 42078 here. So this is across portions here of Salem, Kentucky on the eastern side. So that's actually a good question there, my friends. Going to switch on back here to the day one convective outlook here for today. Now, here's the thing. A few showers, a few storms could happen near the location here, as we are seeing a little bit of storms here in western Tennessee at the moment. For the most part, though, we are not expecting anything too crazy, and honestly, I'd say it's more unlikely to see any type of thing or any type of storm or shower versus being more likely there. But anyways, that is that is kind of what we talking. That's kind of what we are talking about here as of right now. So, like I was saying, as of right now, I should probably switch on back here to my other screen. By the way, this would probably help out on things a little bit. But anyways, so I was saying here. Obviously, like I said, right now there's really not much too craziness, not too much crazy stuff going on here at the moment. Let's see, Taniel with another super chat. Thank you so much, $10 super chat. What's my forecast? 02886. Okay, let's see. This is going to be the biggest super chat I will do. Okay, Taniel, you don't have to worry about it. So I'm gonna get to it here. 1 second. Let me finish Frank's here. 1 once Frank's is over, then I'll get to yours. But anyways, so here's the thing. Like I said, right now we're not expecting any severe weather for tonight. A few rumbles of thunder, a few showers possible, but I'd say more unlikely than likely. Moving into tomorrow, kind of the same thing being possible. Maybe a few showers, maybe a few storms. Really over the next 3 days, that is kind of what we are looking at here. Now, like I said, kind of similar to what we did there with Megan, here is our overall outlook here in regard to precipitation over the next week. So we are expecting relatively dry conditions across portions of the west here, even though thunderstorms are possible, a few showers are as well. It's going to be relatively dry across the western side here of Kentucky for this week into next week. So from next week into the week after, it's going to still be maybe a little bit more, a little bit more dry here still as well. Kind of towards the average, kind of more towards the, between the average and between the, slightly below normal type of standpoint here when it comes to precipitation. Now, in regard to temperatures, here over the next little bit, actually, believe it or not, is expected to be a little bit more on the cooler side. Kind of a slightly bit cooler. Not too much, but obviously, that's obviously some great news for this week into next week. And then from next week into the week after, kind of the same trend continues. Maybe slightly more cooler temperatures being possible across these areas here in Kentucky. So over the short range, over the next 3 days, no severe weather is expected. A few showers, a few storms could happen. But when you look at the overall Climate Prediction Center, a little bit less precipitation is expected, as well as in regard to temperatures, slightly more cooler, at least is according here to that. But anyways, so let's go ahead and switch on over here really quickly, and then after this, we'll get to Daniel's forecast here in a second. Once again, Daniel, thank you so much for helping us out today. But anyway, so if we take a look here back at the other screen in regard to the temperatures here, so this is actually going to drop down and run here. When it comes to the precipitation here across portions of western Kentucky, you can kind of see, obviously here throughout portions here of tomorrow, towards the more towards the late afternoon, evening hours here, we could see a few flare-up thunderstorms, a few flare-up showers could obviously be a possibility here across a lot of Kentucky, actually. Not just Kentucky, but portions here of like Arkansas and maybe even portions of Virginia and Tennessee could definitely be a possibility. So that is what we are going to be watching here. So that is what we're going to keep our eyes out here for. But anyway, so that is what we're looking at. Now, in regard to the overall the temperatures here for the next few nights here. As of today, we are expecting those temperatures to drop down into pretty much the upper 60s, lower 70s for the most part here. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, breaking those temperatures here into the mid to mid 80s, mid to upper 80s being possible. Tomorrow night dropping back down into the lower 70s. Following day after that being on Wednesday, I believe, here for the 10th, we're going to see temperatures barely breaking, upper 80 or mid 80s. They're barely breaking mid 80s. A few across some portions, but for the most part, relatively lower 80s is expected. Maybe some mid 80s is possible too as well. But anyway, so that's what we're talking about. Okay, Daniel, let's go ahead and get to your forecast here. Once again, man, thank you so much. You and Moo, Daniel, greatly appreciated, my friend, to both of you guys. Thank all of our members here. This is what the live streams are for, what these members-only live streams are for. Like I said, if you guys do want to become a member, the first link in the description, as well as the pin there in the chat, you see that blue chat pin option, or it's right there next to the chat. You click on that, it'll bring you to the link. You can click on it. No matter what level you are at, you can get yourself a personal forecast. If you guys would like to check that out, it is right there. But anyway, so that is what we're looking at, my friend. So let's go ahead and switch up to Daniel's forecast at 02886. So 02886. This is right here across portions of Rhode Island here. So let's go ahead and switch on up here to the northeast, my friend. Hope you're doing all right, by the way, Daniel. Once again, thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciated. So now if we take a look here back towards, let me actually turn off the overall outlook there. But anyways, let's go ahead and switch over to the Storm Prediction Center forecast here. So in regard to today, a few showers, a few storms could happen near the Rhode Island area here for today. Now, it kind of does look like that we are seeing a bit of storm activity across portions here of, not Boston specifically, but portions of Massachusetts here, tracking its way to the east here. Kind of looks like a little bit of a line of storms moving through. Now, it looks like if it continues on this track, it might actually just dodge here, but it would not be impossible for a few rumbles of thunder, maybe a little bit of rain could indeed happen across the Rhode Island area here for today. So now, when it comes into tomorrow, we actually have a severe weather threat for you, my friend. So tomorrow, there is a possibility of seeing a few storms. Tornadoes, not a concern. We're not expecting any tornadoes, which is some good news. Hail, same thing. The only possibility there is maybe a few damaging wind gusts, maybe up to 60 miles per hour locally could occur here. As you can see, Rhode Island is indeed included inside of this. This is the reason that you are in that severe weather threat. I keep on forgetting to change it. Y'all gotta help me on that. But anyways, switch on back. I'm sorry, y'all. Like I said, ready for Rhode Island here. It looks like there's a bit of storms that's moving through. I'll probably look like a complete idiot, just literally going through that. But regardless here. So sorry about that there, Daniel. I just now realized what I was doing. Okay, so now you can see the main screen. The big old line here stretching towards Springfield here in Massachusetts, moving its way into portions of New Hampshire. Now, like I said, for Rhode Island, it looks like it's relatively clear here. In regard to the overall outlook, we have a generalized thunderstorm threat here for today. So we are seeing the possibility of a few rumbles of thunder, a few, obviously a few showers and storms could be possible tonight, but for the most part, I think it'll be relatively fine. It looks like this line, it might just pass to the north of you. Now, like I was saying here, as we move into tomorrow's risk, we have a marginal risk of severe weather all the way from portions here of Massachusetts, even southern New Hampshire, all the way down into portions of north central Virginia. So that is where that severe weather threat is located. Once again, like I said, tornado threat's not there, hail threat's not there either, but the damaging wind threat is existent, and that is the reason why you're under a severe weather threat for tomorrow, as a few damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour could be possible across your local area there. So that is kind of what we are watching here. Now, if we move on to Wednesday, we still have ourselves a generalized thunderstorm threat, so a few storms could still happen, but for the most part, they're not supposed to be severe. So watch out tomorrow, as severe storms could indeed be a possibility. So, but anyway, switching on up here to the models again. Got to make sure I don't forget to change it. It's not the first time I've done that. It's actually the second time I've done it so far in this live stream, so I'm sorry about that. Let's see, Daniel with another 2. Daniel, you don't have to do all this, man, but thank you so much. It seriously means a lot. Thank you so much for helping out the channel. Between Moo and Daniel, y'all, thank you so much. It seriously means a lot more than you guys actually think. So once again, thank you so much. And like I said, obviously this will go towards like the radar expenses and stuff like that. So Daniel, thank you so much, man. Greatly appreciated. Without your support, without your guys' support, we wouldn't be able to continue to do what we do here. So obviously, greatly appreciated. Thank you. Thank you so much, all you guys. Greatly appreciated here. But anyways, so yeah, let's move on back here really quickly to the models here for you real quick. And we'll go ahead and take a look and see what is going on here. So obviously, like I said, we have ourselves a few little storms. That little line is moving through, but it looks like it's going to kind of cut off here before midnight. So that's what I was saying, kind of low, relatively low chance of you seeing any of this here. As we move into tomorrow, you can kind of see, though, a few scattered storms could definitely be a possibility. Okay, so that is what we are watching here currently. A few scattered storms could indeed occur, so definitely watch out for that. Following the day after, a few showers could also happen. So like I said, for tomorrow, just watch out for a few storms. A few could be strong to severe, so obviously watch out for it. So that is something we're going to keep our eyes out here for. So now when it comes to the temperatures out there, I'm sure that you want to know what's going on here as well. Obviously, temperatures in today got a little warm here in probably the upper 80s, lower 90s here, dropping down into the lower 70s here for tonight. Actually, sorry, it's kind of hard because it gets cut off there, but actually towards the mid to upper 70s here for tonight. Now, tomorrow, it's actually going to heat up quite a bit again. We're talking the lower 90s or upper 80s being possible. Tomorrow night dropping down, really kind of cool down, maybe even down into the mid 60s being possible across your location there, Daniel. Then obviously heating back up here maybe into the lower 70s for the following day here for Wednesday. So it's looking like a pretty nice day there on Wednesday, and obviously expect the temperatures to drop relatively cool for Wednesday night, as the temperatures are expected to be on the relatively cool side. But that's kind of what we're expecting there, my friend. Here's the overall play, as you can see here. You can even see the thunderstorms and how they influence the atmosphere. I mean, for example, here on Virginia, you can see how it's all warm, and then bam, you can see how they cool down. That's what thunderstorms do, is they localize, they definitely cool down the environment. And like I said, they definitely localize, cool down the environment there. But anyway, so there you go, Daniel. Like I said, if you have any more questions, man, let me know. We'll get you here. Once again, thank you so much for helping us out today. It means a lot. Once again, greatly appreciated. Thank you all the members out there. Like I said, this is the reason we're doing these members-only live streams. Like I said, anyone can join them, but like I said, only people can get those personal or only the members can get personal forecasts. And like I said, guys, I mean, our current memberships, it's on sale here. Our first membership, I think, is only like $1.50. So if you guys want to do that, if you guys want to get a personal forecast, like I said, there's a link there in the description, as well as this there pinned in the chat. So that's if you guys guys do want to have a personal forecast, know what we're here for, you guys. We'll give you a 3 days notice in regard to overall, severe weather and temperatures and overall rain, as well as eventually moving into, obviously in that case, moving into maybe even the extended outlook and stuff like that. But that is kind of what we are watching here. Speaking of it, I don't even think we looked at the extended outlook for you, my friend. So really quickly, we'll pull up the extended outlook for you, Daniel. I noticed I did not do that for you. But anyways, so in regard to precipitation here over the next, for this week into next week, it's expected to be relatively average. I mean, normal for this time of the year, not much. I mean, not too much, not too less, kind of normal. So from next week into the week after here, it's going to be maybe a little bit more on the wet side, maybe a little bit more moisture in the atmosphere, maybe a little bit more rain could fall for next week into the week after there. Now, as we take a look here at from this week into next week in regard to temperature, it's relatively going to be maybe slightly cool towards the normal for this time of the year. So we are looking pretty good here. Now for next week into the week after here, it's actually supposed to maybe be about the same as normal, if not a slightly a bit more warmer than usual. But for the most part, it's not going to be in extreme conditions, either in cold or heat. It's going to be relatively average for the most part, really through a lot of this month here. So that is kind of what we are looking at. So Daniel, hopefully that helped you out, my friend. That is kind of what we are looking at here as of right now. And like I said, guys, if you want me to give you all a forecast, so we're here for y'all. We're going to continue to be here for you guys here for a little bit to go. Like I said, it's greatly appreciated. You guys mean a lot. Thank you so much once again, Daniel and Megan. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. You guys are the best. You guys absolutely rock here. But anyway, so yeah, that's what we're looking at, my friends. So now, since we have since no one's posting their outlook right here, or no one's posting their zip code here right now, I tell you what, this would be a good time to look at the tropics and see what is currently going on here at the moment. So go ahead and turn on all these. So you might notice we actually have ourselves a disturbance that we are watching here in the Atlantic. Now, this is going to be needing some monitoring over the next little bit here. As you can see, the forecast models they're moving towards the state. But like I said, right now, just because I'm saying they're moving towards the state does not mean that's what's going to happen here. It's still pretty far out for the most part. So let's go and double check on the latest updated forecast here from the National Hurricane Center. Okay, so they really haven't updated since the last time I saw anyways. But anyways, so we are watching this area of low pressure, is what we call an invest. This is basically a tropical wave that's moving its way from the western side of Africa, now moving into those waters here. This thing has an overall formation chance of 40%, so 60% chance that this thing won't form as of right now. But like I said, obviously, that's over the next 5 days, and obviously the increase, or the probability is indeed increasing. As over the last several runs here from yesterday into today. Now, the formation chance through the next 2 days is half that. At 20% chance, 80% chance it won't. So I'm not really expecting this thing to develop anytime soon, as in like within the next 2 days. But as we start to progress here more into the work week, I'd say by Friday, there's about, I'd say nearly a 50-50 shot of this thing becoming a system. The models have been picking it up here, and like you can see here, the models are trending this thing west here, for the most part, relatively over north of the windward. So it does not look like it's going to become a southern a southern Caribbean storm. It looks like it might be trying to go here towards the towards the northern Caribbean. So obviously that is what we are watching there. But anyways, Taniel with another super chat. Thank you so much, man, for the $1 donation. It means a lot, man. Seriously, Taniel. I mean, seriously, you don't have to do this. I know it means a lot, but dude, save your money. Seriously. I mean, it really means a lot to me. It really helps me out and stuff like that. But at some point, man, you just gotta, obviously just save your money, man. I mean, I really do appreciate it. I seriously appreciate the support from all of you guys. It means the world to me. It really does. And obviously it keeps us going and stuff like that. But Daniel, my man, I mean, you've already helped out the channel a lot here recently. So, like I said, obviously don't feel like you have to do this, because you definitely don't. I mean, you just being here, man, anyone just being here, it means a lot to me. So once again, just thank you. But anyways, so like I said, for the most part, the models are shifting just north here of the Windward Islands here. A lot of the models here are relatively kind of scattered out between the north and the south here. You can kind of see. So obviously, like I said, obviously in this case here, there is still a little bit of disagreement of what's going to happen once it reaches here towards those Windward Islands. This is just going to need to continue to be monitored over the next several days. I'm going to say right now there is no imminent hazards for anywhere here in the east. As of right now, it's still way too far out. There is still way so much unknowns at this point to where we really don't have an idea on what's going on with this right now. So obviously we'll keep an eye on it. We'll continue to watch it. We'll see how this does play out here, and if any new information does occur, we'll let you know. There also is now another system here in the Eastern Pacific that could form here over the next little bit. It has an overall 40% chance, kind of similar to the other guy here. And there's another disturbance here also southeast of Hawaii with a 0% chance, which I don't expect that to develop here, obviously. And we also do have Hurricane Howard now. This thing actually did go up from tropical storm to now hurricane status here. Currently clocking in at a whopping 80-mile-per-hour sustained winds of a pressure of 987 millibars and dropping, moving to the northwest at 13 miles per hour. So this is now a hurricane here, Category 1 hurricane. Here in this case, like I said, this is right here into, right here in the far, the west here of just Mexico. Like I said, for the most part, though, it's relatively far away from land. I'm not concerned about it. I mean, like I said, the most that could happen here is maybe some locally higher waves being possible near the coastline, and in this case, maybe some rip currents due to all that, that motion here pulling away from the coast that could obviously cause, some rip currents to occur. But yeah, that's kind of all I'm expecting out of this storm. Really, I'm not too worried about it. But that's kind of the update here on the tropics, my friends. And but that is kind of what we are talking about. So once again, to my members out there, if you want me to look at a specific location, if you want me to look at a zip code, guys, for your personal weather forecast, tag it down here in the chat, guys. We are here for you. And like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. And like I said, these live streams are for our members. Like I said, anyone can join them. But like I said, obviously only the members can talk here because this is a special thanks to them for becoming a member. And like I said, right now the memberships are very cheap. So if you guys do want to check those out, like I said, it's obviously there. Actually, right now it's currently pinned there in the chat, so you guys can look at that with that blue box on the top here, and obviously that's one way to do it. And also look in the description, that's another way to do it. Let's see, Megan wants me to look at 244.77. Let me guess, is this the one across Virginia? I remember there's one across Indiana too. 244.77. This is in Virginia. I had a feeling. Anyway, so here we go towards the Virginia location here over the next little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the outlook here for now, but anyways, so when it comes to the first area here of severe storms here, like I said, for today, a few showers could happen. A few rumbles of thunder could occur. Not supposed to be anything severe. I'm not really worried about it. Tomorrow, though, severe weather is possible just to the northeast of that location that you told me to look at here. So for the most part, like I said, severe weather is not really expected. A few storms could still happen. I mean, you are in that generalized thunderstorm threat here, so it's definitely a possibility. Now moving into Wednesday, kind of the same concern. Not really any severe weather is expected, but maybe some showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder could occur as you are under a normal generalized thunderstorm risk, as it is definitely a possibility. So, but anyway, so over the next few days, we're not expecting severe weather across portions of Stewart's Draft here over the next few days here. So it's definitely looking quite good. Now, like I was telling you guys, in regard to the extended outlook, this is for Virginia here. If we take a look here at the precipitation outlook from this week into next week, it's relatively going to be around the normal as it normally would be for this time of the year. Relatively just normal, not too much, not too little precipitation. So we're looking just around that Goldilocks zone. Now, once we move into next week, into the week after that, we might see a little bit more than average precipitation that might occur across portions here of Virginia. So it's something to have to, something to definitely watch out for here as well. In regard to things. Now, dropping on back here now to the temperature outlook. Now, here's the thing. From this week into next week, compared to normal conditions here over the last several years, for the last 20 years or so that they've gathered this information, it's expected to be relatively cooler. Maybe a few degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year for this week into next week. It's definitely a possibility here. Now, moving in from next week into the week after, still a little bit more cooler, but I'd say more mildly cooler than anything. With a hardly noticeable difference, I would even say. As you can see here, the Climate Prediction Center does have a little bit more cooler temperatures being possible across those locations. But like I said, for the most part, when it comes to that, for the most part, it should relatively be okay. But anyway, so that's what we're looking at there now. And obviously we have to look at the models here for you really quickly as well. So switching on over here to the precipitation outlook, you can obviously see here for today we did see a little bit of shower activity. Tomorrow being possible as well. Like I said, it's not impossible. We could see a few showers, a few storms possibly occurring here over the next few days. I mean, really, we got to probably watch out here for Wednesday, as it looks like Wednesday there might be more of a line of storms, maybe a little bit more aggressive storms compared to what's expected tomorrow. So that is what we got to watch out for. So I would honestly watch out for Stuart Strathmore here on Wednesday rather than tomorrow, but you never know. We'll just definitely just continue watching it here. But yeah, so that is kind of what we are watching here. Now, when it comes to the overall temperatures here, let's see. Scott Clark, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Tropical Storm Club, my friend. Tag me down a zip code, and I'll get you a forecast here in a second. But anyway, so yeah, that is what we are looking at there. So that is what we are actively seeing. If we go ahead and move on back to the like I said, towards the temperatures now. Obviously, tonight we can expect temperatures maybe even into portions of the mid-70s, mid to lower 70s being possible. Obviously, in the valleys, it could be a little bit more cooler. Obviously up in portions of the mountains as well. It could be slightly more cooler there. Tomorrow, it's going to be heating up here quite a bit again, maybe up into the upper 80s, lower 90s being possible here. Then cooling back down into the lower 70s again, maybe even upper 60s if you get lucky enough. Then for tomorrow, it is going to be, for Wednesday here, we're going to see temperatures here in the mid to upper 80s being possible, cooling down to a whopping upper 60s here, as we are going to see, like I said, as you can see there is that rapid cool down effect because of the thunderstorm. So that is kind of what we are talking about. Let's see. Scott says, I'm from Ontario. Well, obviously, we usually don't really cover Ontario too much, since our computer models and stuff like that does not really, reach up there. I mean, we can look right now. You can see where it kind of cuts off here. But anyways, I mean, thank you so much, Scott, for becoming a member. It means a lot to me, seriously. If there's anything I can do, let me know, and I'll try to do my best here. Because like I said, a lot of, we don't have any really radars here in portions of Canada, in some areas of Canada here, at least on this program. My models doesn't reach up that far either and stuff like that, so obviously. But anyway, so Scott, once again, it means a lot. Thank you so much for helping us out here. Thank you for becoming a member. It means a lot, Mayor, my friend. And like I said, not just is it a thing for my personal forecast, but obviously, status updates and stuff like that you can get from the channel, as well as sometimes, like I said, depending on the class that you get, there is also early access to videos. But I think that's category 2 or higher. But anyways, regardless, it means a lot, man. Thank you so much there, Scott. And but yeah, so I mean, I just want to go ahead and say a special thank you, like I said, for the members here. It means a lot. Greatly appreciate it, guys. And it really does mean a lot. And this will really help out the channel, y'all. Because like I said, without your all support, we would not be able to continue and stuff like that. But seriously means a lot, so thank you once again there. But anyways, guys, so that's kind of what we're dealing with here. So I'm going to go ahead and say a last call for the people who wants me to look at a specific location. So right now is the time to ask. Scott says, I have friends in the U.S. Well, Scott, is there anyone or any of your friends want a personal forecast? Because I can even do it for them, too, if you want me to look at a specific area here of whatever state. Like I said, I mean, obviously, just as a special thanks to you for becoming a member. If you have a friend, if they want me to look at a specific location, if not, don't worry. But like I said, obviously, if you want me to, let me know. That's what I'm here for. That's obviously what we're here for, y'all. We tend to do these live streams here like every 3 days. We actually forecast about 3 days out in the short range and stuff like that. And then obviously the next 3 days we would do that as well. So it just kind of continues on. But anyways, so Scott wants me to look at Ohio. Okay, so we'll just look at the Ohio area in general here. No specific location of Ohio, if that's okay. So here is Ohio. So what we're seeing right now is a bit of storm activity across portions of the northern section of Ohio. Towards the Cleveland area here, we are seeing a bit of thunderstorm activity. Now, towards the Columbus area here and a little bit more to the south, towards like Cincinnati, we're not really seeing much action going on here as of right now. Now, here's the thing. If we take a look here at the overall outlook here for today, the overall severe weather, we actually do have a possibility of seeing a few storms for tonight across portions here of central into northeastern Ohio. Now, when it comes to tornadoes is not going to be a big concern here as we have zero threat for it. In regard to hail, the same thing. The only reason why we have a severe threat is for possible hail. across portions here of the west central into the northeastern side of Ohio. So that's kind of what we are expecting here. So maybe a few wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour being possible here. Now for tomorrow, for the most part, there is no severe weather. Actually, there is no severe weather expected across portions of Ohio here for tomorrow. Now, a few showers and a few storms could still occur. That's what the generalized thunderstorm risk here, that's what that light green area shows, is maybe a few storms, maybe a few showers could still happen tomorrow, but they're not supposed to be severe, meaning sub-severe categories. Hail smaller than an inch in diameter and damaging winds under 60 miles per hour. And then as we move here into portions of Wednesday, it's really only the southern half of the state that may see a few showers once again, maybe a few storms, but for the northern section, it's generally not expected to occur here. Now, and conditionally here in regards to what we can expect here, from this week into next week, precipitation-wise, maybe slightly a little bit more drier than usual for this time of the year. Moving into next week to the week after. For the eastern side, maybe slightly a little bit more precipitation. I'd say it's more mildly above, and precipitation on the eastern side, and maybe a little bit more mildly below here on the far northwestern side being possible. So that's kind of what we are looking at there. When it comes to the when it comes to the temperature outlook here for this week into next week, it's looking a bit more cooler than usual for this time of the year. Maybe a few degrees cooler than usual on average for this time of the year for this week into next week. For the week from next week into the week following after that, kind of the same ordeal. Maybe mildly above, maybe mildly to moderately above average, temperatures here across the location being possible. So that's kind of what we're looking at there, my friend, when it comes to the overall outlook in the extended range and in the short range here. And obviously, last but not least, I'll go ahead and show you what's going on here on the radar view, the future radar view, according to the NAM 3-kilometer model, which I do like to use here for this. Like I said, you should never take this 100%. You should never take the future models 100% for what they show, because they're far from being 100% right. But as we were seeing there, you can obviously tell a little bit of thunderstorm activity was expected across portions here of the northern section here of Ohio, kind of dying out here by midnight tonight. A few showers could obviously occur into the overnight hours here. Then for tomorrow, maybe a few more storms firing off here being possible, and into Wednesday, kind of the same thing. Mostly just isolated across the south as we were kind of looking there. So, but anyways, that's kind of what we are seeing here. And last but not least here, we'll go ahead and take a look at the overall the temperatures here for the most part. So for today, we did see it up into the mid to upper 80s in some areas here in the lower 90s, dropping down tonight as we are seeing a cold front move through, maybe even down into the southern portion of the state, portions of the upper 70s. For the upper portion of the state, maybe towards the mid 60s being possible here for tonight, according to this model. Like I said, it's not a perfect model. No models are perfect. This is just a way to briefly skim what may actually happen. Then obviously here for tomorrow, the max temperatures is really not going to be too hot. The most hot being across the southern edge, maybe up into the upper 70s, lower 80s. Kind of a different story, about 10 degrees difference between the northern section, actually getting up into maybe the upper 60s into the lower 70s here. Then obviously cooling down tomorrow night into the 60s across a lot of the state here, maybe into the lower 70s for the southern edge, and then heating right back up again into the mid to upper 70s here for Wednesday, and then cooling down here back in the 60s for Wednesday night. So that's kind of what we are looking at. Hopefully that helped you out there, Scott. But once again, man, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for for helping out the channel. It means a lot, man. And like I said, obviously, sorry I can't really give you any coverages here in Canada. Like I said, my equipment just doesn't reach out there. If it did, like I said, if it did, I would definitely consider it. For sure, doing some, events and stuff like that. But anyways, once again, I'm sorry, man. But hopefully that helped out. Hopefully that helped out your friend and stuff like that. But, once again, it means a lot. So special thanks goes to Scott for today, Megan as well, and Taniel. You guys absolutely rock. You guys are the top 3 here for the live stream for today. So it means a lot. So once again, my friends, thank you absolutely so much. And like I said, last call, you all. If you want me to look at a specific location and do what I just did to the other places, like I said, memberships are pretty cheap right now. Like I said, they're really relatively cheap here at the moment. So if you guys do want to check that out there, it's pinned there in the chat. Obviously, it's there in the description as well. But that is, that is kind of what we are looking at. Scott says we have instant weather, Ontario. I got you. Well, obviously, Scott, well, thank you once again, man. Greatly, greatly appreciated. But like I was saying, if you guys do want to do that here, like I said, these are the live streams we do every 3 days to basically say thanks to the members and thanks to everyone for supporting us and stuff like that. It means a lot. You guys rock. without you guys, we couldn't be able to keep up to stuff, and we could not be able to continue being here for y'all. It really means a lot. Let's see. Scott says, what about the Tropics? So, like I said, we were watching the Tropics here. One little quick tropical update here. This thing has an overall 40% chance of development here. That disturbance we are watching just came off the west coast of Africa. Tracking to the northwest, these are the spaghetti models. Now, most of them do have it going north of the Windward Islands here. Which, could put areas here towards the Caribbean maybe at risk. But like I said, that's in the far extended range. I'm not, like I said, right now, we're not worried about anything right now. I'd say not right now, not to worry about it. It's still very, very far out, and anything at this point can still happen. There's still so much disagreement here. Like I was saying, over the next work week, from today to Friday, there's a 40% chance of development here. And from today into Wednesday, there's a 20% chance. So 80% chance of it not forming in the next 2 days, and a 60% chance of it not forming over at all. But yeah, so that's what we're watching. And like I said, obviously here in the Eastern Pacific, we have 2 disturbances. This guy is a 0% chance. That's about to fade out here. I'm not even going to talk about that. It's just a 0% chance in forming here. Now this guy, same criteria, 40% chance over the next 5 days. So we're watching those 2. And then we actually do have a hurricane here directly west of Mexico. This is Hurricane Howard, clocking in at 80-mile-per-hour sustained winds here with a low pressure, I believe, of 987. Yep, 987 millibars, so it is dropping there too. Now this is tracking northwest. It's going to be a hurricane for tomorrow, and eventually die down maybe tomorrow night and back into the tropical storm category here. Like I said, really, I'm not expecting any impacts to occur. That too much to occur here. Like I was saying, along the western coast of Mexico, I mean, maybe, just maybe, a few, a little bit of rough seas could maybe happen towards the coastline. Maybe some rip currents. Obviously, as the winds are pulling the water away from the coastline, which might cause some rip currents and stuff like that. But anyways, that's kind of what we're looking at. That is what we are seeing there. So obviously, once again, thank you so much, Scott. It means a lot. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Scott, and thank you, Megan. You guys are the best. But anyways, guys, that is kind of what we are talking about here. So like I said, guys, that is our membership forecast here for today. I want to go ahead and give everyone a warm thank you for joining us for tonight. If you have any more questions, guys, right now is the time to ask them, because we are going ahead and heading off here for tonight. Seriously means a lot, guys. Really do appreciate it. You guys are the best here. But anyways, so that's going to go ahead and do it for today. We're live here for about 45 minutes, so I feel pretty good about it. Definitely was. I'm definitely glad to be here for you all. Now, like I was saying, tomorrow there is a severe weather threat being possible across portions of the Mid-Atlantic, like I said, from Virginia, North Central Virginia, all the way up into portions here of Massachusetts and southern New Hampshire. We may go live on it. Like I said, obviously it's only for damaging winds, so if it stays at this, I probably not expect anything tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear and see if anything decides it does want to happen here. But regardless, yeah, so that is kind of what we are talking about. So for the most part, it's looking relatively relatively fine. Like I said, that's the only severe weather that's possible for tomorrow. And now that I'm noticing, actually, no, it's not. We have another threat here across portions of Oregon. Okay, tornado is not a concern. Good news. Hail is actually a possible concern, and damaging winds. Okay, so watch out for that, my friends. It's a possibility. But anyways, y'all, that is going to wrap it up here for tonight. Once again, thank you all for joining us here for today. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it, guys. Like I said, we do live coverages on the severe weather where everyone can talk. Like I said, this is just a members exclusive live stream for just to say thanks to our members. Obviously for personal forecast references and stuff like that. It means a lot, guys. Thank you for being here for us. Seriously, without you guys, like I said, obviously, you guys are what keeps us going here, which keeps us able to go here and keep on affording all the radar stuff and stuff like that. So it really means a lot, not just to me, but I'm sure to everyone as well. It's obviously great that we are able to be live here for you guys. Once again, thank you so much for being here, guys. It means a lot. Anyways, y'all, that's going to do it. Like I said, obviously, if you guys do want to check out becoming a member for next members only live stream, like I said, there is that link there in the description, also pinned there in chat in the blue. You guys can check that out here at any time. It's available at any time there. Let's see. Chris says, hi. What's up, Chris? Hope you're doing all right, my man. Hope you're doing all right. But yeah, so like I was saying, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Chris, do you want a personal forecast? I can briefly do a quick one for you really quickly before we head off. Let me know. Let me know. Like I said, tag down a zip code and we can do it real quick if you want to. I'm here for you. No matter who it is, I don't care. You know, I could be here all night for y'all. I just want you guys to be up and on the date. I want you guys to stay up to date and stuff. Well, let me know there, Chris. And, you know, like, as I was saying, guys, you know, thank you so much. Chris says good. Okay, well, obviously, yeah. Well, Chris, let me know, man. Well, once again, thank you so much, guys, for joining us. And like I said, we're going to keep an eye on the tropics here, too. As of right now, there's just still so much unknowns at the moment. There is still seriously so much uncertainties going on here right now about this tropical system. Like I said, we do know that it is moving westward, and it is going to possibly continue here just north of the Windward Islands. It looks like the majority of the models is actually showing the same move over the windwards, just north of the windwards here, which might you know, cause this thing to turn into a northern Caribbean storm. It really depends on a lot of factors here. It depends on how strong the area of high pressure is, obviously where that's located, and you know, a few other factors in regard to, like, you know, what's going to be happening here on the eastern coast as the storm is right there. So lots and lots of stuff can still happen by then, still several days out. But anyways, that's what we're seeing there. You know, that is what we are looking at. But anyways, you guys, so Chris, I'm not hearing back from you, so I think I'm going to go ahead and consider that as a no for tonight. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for joining us. Greatly appreciate it. We are live here for now exactly 45 minutes. Greatly appreciate it, my friends. Thank you for joining us here for tonight. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, guys. Greatly appreciate it. If you are enjoying the live stream, make sure to leave a like as well. Greatly appreciate it. But anyways, you guys, so Chris, better luck next time. If you want another forecast here, we'll be doing another live stream here in 3 days from now. As of right now, it is so on Wednesday we'll be doing another members only live stream. So if you guys would like to check that out, like I said, once again, it's pinned there in chat, also there in the description. You guys can check all that out. But guys, thank you for joining us here for today. It means a lot. Chris says bye. See you later, Chris. Thank you so much for joining us. Once again, a special shout out goes to Scott for becoming a member for today. Daniel for the super chats. Greatly appreciate my friend and helping out the channel. Moo as well for upgrading from Tropical Storm to Category 1. Thank you so much, Moo or Megan. Also, Daniel, like I said, once again, thank you for becoming Category 4. Yeah, Daniel is our big storm right now, is literally at a Category 4. So, once again, Daniel, greatly appreciate it, my man. I don't even know if you're still here or not, but between you, Scott, between you, Daniel, between you, Megan, means a lot, you guys. Thank you for being here. You guys absolutely rock. So, that's going to do it for today. Like I said, I'll be doing another members live stream here on Wednesday. Hope to see you guys there. And if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me. We have our Discord, everything like that is also in the description. Our merch link, if you guys want to check out our cool merch. We actually do have this shirt specifically on there that I wear on these live streams. If you guys would like to check that out. With bottles, you know, you name it. Everything's in the description. Got a bunch of cool radar merch as well. So just check all that out. But anyways, guys, thank you all for being here. Greatly appreciate you guys. So that's going to do it here for today. So take care, y'all. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be doing tomorrow. But we'll see. Hope everyone has a great night. Moo says, have a great night. You too, Moo. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you so much for helping out the channel. It means a lot, my friend. Goes to all of you. Chris says, thank you. You're very welcome, Chris. I got you covered, man. And that goes for all of you guys. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Chris says, thank you for the coverage. You're welcome there, Chris. You're very welcome. All of you guys are very welcome. Even if you weren't able to chat today, you guys are welcome. And obviously, thank you just for being here. You guys are the best. But guys, that's going to do it here for tonight. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their Monday night and have a wonderful work day tomorrow or school day, whatever you're doing. I don't even know if some people are at school anymore right now. But if you have school tomorrow, have a wonderful day at school. If you have work, have a wonderful day at work for tomorrow. If you're just doing nothing and hanging out, have a wonderful day regardless. But guys, thank you for joining us here for today. Take care, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Peace out, guys. See you then.